different now because it scales over time as you put points in like it used to be back in the day. So a little bit harder to land those arrows. But they've got kill combos. They've actually got ways to threaten heroes.
Well, let's see if they're able to make this look a little closer and at least not have the sort of start whereas we saw last game. All three cores of Hellbear smashes just able to do that much better than Creepwaves in the laning stage.
Look, Alex is getting rich. Look at that, 4 gold, 2 illusions killed.
Easy.
Very nice. So looking at them right now, it looks like they're trying to get this first blood again, which I saw them do last time. I do like this. I think when you're playing versus these type of passive drafts, which just can't fight level 1 by any means, you have an Enigma and a Naga Siren, so they're just not going to be able to fight back at you. Do this. I like it a bit. 3 heroes to try to get a kill here. They likely can get it on the Witch Doctor. Pretty tough to get the Bloodseeker because of how tanky he is. So we'll see. This lane does not look too fun for Amar when they do break apart either. So I think that they want to get this advantage for him because Witch Doctor and Bloodseeker are pretty damn good versus those tanky strength heroes in the offlane.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, as soon as, pretty much as early as they hit level 2. We're going to see Fishman not even have any sort of look in on that bottom lane, just go straight to top.
We get the range creep deny. Nicely done there by Amar. And yeah, he's just going to play that regular support role. So Monkey King, he has a way to be able to clear Eidolons. You see he's actually taken Boundless Strike level 1 to try to attempt to. Can still be a bit hard. The pressure can come out and you actually just... Oh, he actually is able to get it off on them anyway. I was going to say he might just get pushed away because of the Naga Siren's armor just hitting him back, but looks like he'll do okay for the first 2 levels.
Let's see. Fishman trying to chase down Gilgar a bit, but at the end of the day, Gilgar just being a bit of a nuisance hit, dragging Chrysalis and Fishman's attention away from the wave.
Yep, Rasmus is power denying as best as possible. He's got the 3. Only 2 were from the Eidolon usages. He's got to be careful with his micro, though, a little bit there. And you see the build by Chrysalis. He's actually gone for the full wave clear build. So it's going to be a bit mana intense for him because he doesn't have the Jingu. Has to be cautious how he does use those tree dances. And those primal springs a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's true.
Gilgar blocking camps.
Has he got some extra regens come out to help him spam what's on the courier? No, it's just the boots.
Just the boots.
I mean, you're right.
Catch up.
I mean, yeah, but with these 2 points, he's not going to be able to use them that much, those spells, but we'll see.
And you're eventually, like, you're not going to have the mana to clear him out. Rasmus with the double Sages, Mask, and Clarities, he'll always be able to keep these Eidolons' presence in the lane, which is always frustrating for these Monkey Kings. As you already see, he's starting to get pressured by them, and these illusions, it's the poke damage and just the denies that start to add up.
Yeah, it's a lot for him to have to deal with in this lane.
Yeah.
So many different things he's trying to hit.
Fishman can't bully away Gilgar at all. Gilgar just stands there, even though he's only level 1. He just hits him. Makes sure that he messes with the pulls so that they can't reset the positioning because Rasmus is just keep power denying the way backwards. Gonna make it hard.
I see Fishman and Gilgar. They're happy to play with each other here in the jungle, and Gilgar definitely kind of winning. Of course, having to use no mana for sort of what they want to trade back. Fishman still threatening with the blast here at level 1, so Gilgar. See if he's able to distract away from this pull. Of course, while this is happening, starting to see those denies really rack up from Rasmus.
They're committing for Gilgar.
And they might get him now. They will get him. Fairy Fire will be popped, but Chrysalis is going to have this, so they'll get the first blood.
Well, today anyway.
Okay. It's about to happen because of the way that he was playing with the skill build of Chrysalis. They'll miss a couple creeps, and bottom action looks like it was starting, but it's still only level 2 Witch Doctor. Tofu does not want to use Maledict till it's level 3. Now he's 3. He gets the second point in it. Now we're going to see a lot more action happening bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's going to be the constant trades of these spells casted, since level 1 Maledict is not good. Level 2 is really strong. And it was only level 1 on Gilgar. That's the one thing. The 2 supports up top, they've actually completely stayed away from the lane. So it's this Enigma level 4 and Monkey King level 4 in the lane because of that. Ace Rune on Alex. Could they try to catch Tofu? Potentially, but just careful.
I will see down bottom there, being very close, very careful about how close they come to the wave here. Amar and Alex.
are fortified.
They get a good
Gonna
few
go on now.
bounces.
I'm all right now. They got the bounce back.
They get a couple. They can just commit here. Ace gets a few more right clicks in. This Maledict should do it as Tofu is going to be taken out. Finally there by Alex. Unfortunately for Amar, wasn't able to land that spear and get some XP before himself falls.
Unfortunate for Amar too. The cask bounces back to him with 4
Yeah,
creeps.
that bounce was unlucky for sure.
As we see the bounty runes kick off, it looks like Creepwave might actually get all 4 of them
I
here.
think they will, yeah.
The way they postured themselves, that's pretty damn good.
The prize is mine.
So lanes, they're falling behind slightly in the 2 slide lanes. We're seeing these power denies by Rasmus really adding up, 16 denies. So Monkey King is slowed down significantly because of it. And they actually can pose some kill threat onto him over and over again. Malefice is very threatening, especially when you have all these Eidolons and the Riptide minus armor coming into play. He actually has to be careful, and that means Rasmus is going to get 6 and a book pretty soon.
Oh, they're going to try for Gilga, but Primal Spring doesn't connect. So Rasmus comes across, and that's going to be enough to stop Chrysalis from being able to chase Gilga down.
Stormstormer has been completely unpressured in the mid lane. He's won the matchup, and now he's going to be able to jungle freely. Mirana rotation's not happening. Top, they will find that kill finally.
Jay's able to keep up the chase. Of course, with this build, 3 points in Primal Spring. Very strong when he does land it.
I like that he went this build. It's just the farming build he needs to in this lane, just to catch back up because he's going to be behind. And his net worth is, you're seeing that his net worth is pretty decent because of it, because he's able to get those kills. As bottom, we see the rotation now happening. Alex is moving from the lane, and that means Amar has to be cautious. He actually steps up, though. Amar?
Oh, Maledict off the mark,
Amar.
though. Without that Maledict, no chance of taking down Amar.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think if he TPs instantly right afterwards, he's fine also. Like right after that cask is casted, he just TPs the base and he's okay. As the Meteor Hammer's online, so mid tower damage is starting to kick off here. Completely naked Meteor Hammer, as we've seen several times.
See Maori trying to set something up, but Alex couldn't quite get the angle there. Stormstormer immediately hunting from in the trees, forcing Alex to leap away.
Cool skill build too by Stormstormer. 4 in the static remnant. Arrow. Gilger catches it.
Well, it's going to protect Stormstormer. Will cost Gilger his life.
They're taking the wave too. They're keeping this catapult alive. Salve on Fishman. Keep this tower pressure going. They got a lot of damage on this tower here with that first catapult wave.
Yeah, a couple more rounds from the Meteor Hammer, and this tower's going to go down.
Yeah, maybe even he's actually going to use this one on the creep wave, but he might just hold it for the tower. But Stormstormer is low. He actually just straight jungle, and yeah, this tower is very likely to drop. Nice moves from Creepwave. And Amar is now 6, so they're looking to rotate down bottom. It's a bit lacking on the mana to be able to use both spells. But they do have a Mango on the Lich, and they're going to actually use it on him. So now, bottom, they actually have to back away on the side of Ace and Tofu, give some respect. But Rasmus gets all the space in the world with his book 1 finished, takes top tower.
This does look to
be a very big enigma.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last game how big Rasmus was on the Viper. I think he pretty much stayed at the top net worth for the most of the game. And we could see another showing from Rasmus just having an insane amount of space to farm in.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he goes for upgrading the book. I've been talking to some players, and people have been talking about going on the Arcane Boots. And so you actually have mana, because this hero is actually incredibly mana intense. So if you look, all 3 of your spells are actually your whole mana pool if you don't have those Arcane Boots.
Yeah, what sort of happened to Soul Ring on Enigma? Is Soul Ring just not a very favorable item nowadays?
No, it's not really the best. It's only really good on those strength heroes that need it, like literally Mars. They got rid of the...
Okay.
They used to have HP regen, right? And then they just got rid of it, so...
True.
It doesn't feel
that
great.
was enough to sort of knock it off, yeah. See Maureen. He is hunting. Oh! That was a good attempt there. I mean, maybe if he grabs it and he's able to perfectly time the hammer, he might have actually had that kill. Yeah, he did have the sanities to go as well, but Stormstormer was prepared.
I want to see Alex actually paired up with him a little bit more, because they can set up for these kills now with the Max Astro and with the Meteor Hammer. They're got to look to punish Rasmus top, as he is pretty far forward. They're expecting it, though. Rasmus already drove the line to counter gank, but he might die before they make it.
Yeah, the 3 of them should be able to kill him quick enough, unless Rasmus can do something insane it. As he's gonna oh no! He did try. He did try. Bless him. He tried the black hole. Oh no! That's that gone for 200 seconds. Down bottom there, but he trap Ace. Ace will get the rope drop onto Hammer. As Ace will try and run, but the Sanity's Eclipse will do it. They take him out.
There we go.
They're going to be able to look to get Tofu here as well. Pulled back into the spear. Creepwave coming in with some big hits.
A nice swing, too, how fast that movement was. Top, and then they immediately port bottom to set up with Amar.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. And faster than, Rasmus was calling for it. He drew the lines for his teammates to come, but it was a faster move than he expected.
Oh, we'll see him again.
He does just commit for the book 3.
I mean, you knew he was going to be looking for this Rasmus, the opportunity to turn a black hole, but happening to do it, sort of the same frame that the Boundless Strike was coming down on him. So, unfortunate that.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now they can get some tower damage. Another tower pressure here, too, with the Meteor Hammer available. They're going to drop it on this one. And that's 2 towers now claimed for them. A great start. As Crystallis, this game, he's not countered. Like the last game, this was his first totally Monkey King, and he was fully addressed in the lanes and fully addressed in the entire draft. This game, he actually has a pretty decent matchups.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's like night and day, really, the comparison between game 1 and game 2 here for Creepwave. 11 minutes in, they're at a 2K lead. All 3 of their cores in a fine place to be right now. As this game, they have an absolute shot of taking down Hellbear Smashers.
Crystallis actually almost has his Aghanims.
It's quick.
It's 11 minutes.
Yeah.
It's very quick. And now Mirana ulting too. They're looking to continue invading. And this passive draft from Hellbear Smashers is going to take some time, like we said, to build up. And they're really doing a good job of taking advantage of that. Hellbear Smashers trying to clear out their jungle here. Fishman gets a ward down.
Storm is trying to start something. There's Rasmus also coming in from the side. Alex, he's been ruptured. He'll try and TP out, but Ace is able to close in, take him down. Also, Fishman found by Tofu and Gilga.
Quickly clear out their jungle without even having to commit anything too big. Just the Death Ward, probably the biggest. Death Ward and what, Rupture? Yeah. Nice little defense from them, all postured around the area. And Ace will still get a good timing on his Maelstrom too. So it's not like he's far behind this Monkey King. But yeah, just night and day difference for Crystallis this game.
I mean, and as you say, Hellbear Smashers with their lineup, this sort of passive play. Is that something that's necessarily too scary for Creepwave? I mean, Creepwave's lineup themselves, they can also do the farming game, can't they?
They absolutely can. The only fear, though, is that you're versus this Nagasar and Enigma, and these two can dictate where the fight is taken. That's always the scary thing. When they have Wukongs and Marzul, which is like we always determine the fight, but then a Nagasar comes in, you wait the duration. They can counter gank pretty nicely on the side of Hellbear Smashers versus a lot of that. And it's when those big items come out, right? Like the Orchid on the Storm, the Meteor Hammer on the Nagasarn, and then that book 3 on the Enigma. A nice gank, though. Creepwave kicking up that pace.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of these sort of heroes out alone. Rasmus does have the black hole ready to go again, but as we saw, I mean, just overall as well, until he has the sort of core defensive items on Enigma, it's not an easy game for him to drop black holes.
No.
Lots of ways to put a stop to it. And there we go. So 13 minutes and 17 seconds, 1 minute and a half faster than the patch fastest. So that is a considerable amount faster than the fastest there. Nearly a minute and a half here by Crystallis. So some excellent time.
And he's going to be able to farm really hard. They're going to be using this Moonlight Shadow to pressure. And it's right before the Storm, I believe, has Orchid. It's coming out on the Courier. I don't believe they have book 3 either. He used the book 2, so book 3 has 30 seconds. This is a perfect timing for them to actually invade. I believe that's an illusion, though.
I believe it is, as they'll soon find that out. And now the song, it's in place. Over to the side, Storm is able to take down Fishman. Whilst with this song, Gilga can buy time for them to close in onto the OD, and Rasmus, he'll drop the black hole. Make sure that there's no counterplay from Maureen. And this is what you're sort of talking about, that the song, the black hole setup, they're going to be able to do this to isolate and find the cores regardless of how much farm they have at any point of the game.
Yeah, it's real tough. I mean, they caught an illusion. You know, they put the ward and they were smoked and it broke, but there was actually the real hero just down south. It was unfortunate for Malrine. Now that item is out. The Orchid is finished for the Storm, but they still do have time to. They do have an opportunity to make an aggressive move. I think they should look for it too. No Song, no Black Hole. Go with Amar this time. Bring the Mars.
On mid lane.
They're looking to make the move on the Monkey King already.
He needs help. He needs it soon. He is going to get it. As Malrine comes with the Astral to buy him some safety, Chrysalis will turn and the backup's arrived. They'll take down Tofu.
Can they get more? Amar wants to get this ult off. He's level 12 now too, with a full Vlad's finished up, so he's also very farmed.
He's coming down
might be
bottom.
the setup.
Let's see how much Gilga and Rasmus dive for this as Alex will go down. The arena's out from Amar as he will trap and take down Rasmus in return.
Very nicely done. They're getting a lot out of the map with these moves, and Crystal's just keeping that top net worth too. Ace is keeping pretty consistent with his farm, but a very close game so far here. And it's going to be a lot about these big ultimates of who dictates the fights and who's able to reset and counter-initiate properly. Just got to take advantage of those long cooldowns. So it's still 100 seconds on the Black Hole, so I feel like you still can look to take these engagements. Right now it's a little scary because... Oh, Malrine. Oops. As Amar's ult is still down, but they can stay postured down here. And they are going to be building what I hope is just the BKBs right afterwards, because an interaction that we did find out that is 100% confirmed is you can BKB during the Black Hole out of the Naga sleep. So as soon as the sleep goes off, even if you're Black Hole before the sleep turns off, you can pop BKB. So that'll be very useful for them, at least in some essence. When they do get those, Stormer and Tofu find a quick kill.
I imagine is that nowadays the same then for sleep into Aghanim's Static Storm?
I would imagine so. I didn't test that one actually. I'll test that one after this game, but I tested it with a lot of the other ones, and you can like, I was getting arrowed while BKB'd and stuff like that too. I was getting some weird interactions. I always got the BKB off though.
Oh yeah, I mean the arrow ones happen, but yeah, you get the BKB off, but you're still stunned, right? When you
that one was actually 50-50. I couldn't get that one to happen every time. It was really weird.
Good bit of the old RNG.
Malrine attempting to Meteor Hammer bottom, gets a little scared by those illusions. And now Naga Siren's Meteor Hammer is online and Black Hole is going to be available. This is where Hellbear Smashers is very strong in this next upcoming fight. We'll see how Creepwave wants to set themselves up for if they even want to take the fight versus them. Looks like they do. They're sending Crystals up top.
Oh, Miss Tower's going down very fast there to the Icons and the Necro, but...
No, they're smoking. They might catch them on the retreat here. But they don't have their OD for the moment. He's going to start TPing over.
And there is a Song and a Black Hole.
Oh. Centaur Stomp.
See, they get the silence onto Amar. Tofu, Maledict down onto Fishman. Fishman will throw out the Chain Frost, but they're able to split immediately, keep the bounce. Is incredibly limited, and now the Song's in play. Do they want to fight here? Gilga is going to turn, try for the Meteor Hammer, but Chrysalis is able to reach him from the side, cancel the channeling there with the Boundless Strike. Arena will be dropped down onto Gilga alone. So we'll be Creepwave getting a kill, but it is just the support Naga Siren. Everybody else is able to make it out.
They lost their tower. They got to make sure to grab their outpost. Okay, they ping it right away. They are aware of it to be able to clean that one up, and now they do have Amar with a Blink Dagger, so easier ways for him to get on top of targets and easier ways for him to play. Maybe do some fun stuff with that versus that Song of the Siren. Since it's only level 1, the AoE isn't the biggest. Still see Smashers postured in the area around here. They want to deny this outpost pretty badly. But without the sleep, it's quite scary.
Now they've still got the threat of the Black Hole, but as long as Creepwave have a few of them around it. So the Creepwave have completely left this area, so considering there is still just under a minute, there's definitely a high chance that Hellbear Smashers will get back in and get that outpost back.
Especially if they see any information here. The illusion is going to start scouting. It sees Mars, it sees Lich, it sees everything. So they see 3 heroes at least bottom. And now we'll probably see Ace step forward and look to start taking that outpost soon.
We'll see mid. Nice Boundless into the arrow. And also Wukong's command being committed by Chrysalis.
Okay. Maybe a little overkill there, but they do get the kill. But 100 seconds though, Wukong. All these things matter. They're even just going to run into the Roche Pit without Wukong's. Fresh BKB on Ace. Still feeling confident around this area, and they're going to kill it quick. This doesn't look like Creepwave expects it at all.
They didn't take the outpost back, though. Well, missed opportunity there. As they, I mean, maybe Storm will be quick to take it out. They might have the time to get out after this Rosh and pick it up.
This is way more valuable.
Sure, but they could have done both. Yeah, was Ace going to go?
No,
they don't care. I mean, sure, I guess 20-minute outpost is not too much XP.
No, when you have Aegis Storm.
But well, they're not even going to have their own. Now you kind of wanted the other. You know what I mean? Now you got none of them. Definite missed opportunity there.
Nice by Creepwave.
Yeah, good moves from them to get that tier 2 in time.
Stormstormer with a DD now in his bottle. Mirana ult across, Alex. Ooh. Gonna fish with an arrow. He just takes out the catapult actually to slow down that push. He's actually arrowed also the Necro book in the last team fight. He aimed for the Necro 3 to take out the vision, which was kind of a cool approach.
For the twins.
Still a 2k lead here for Creepwave, despite Hellbear Smashers being the ones to secure the Roshamp.
Yeah, still very, very close game. It's going to be a lot about how these fights are dictated and who gets those big ults down, and if Smashers are able to like reset away. Ace chilling up top, still has his BKB at the ready.
They're in on him. Ooh. Yeah, he's going to have to pop it immediately. He's going to turn with the Rupture on Sam, who immediately starts the TP or cancel the TP now, maybe thinking that there's a chance for them to turn this fight around. Stormstormer.
And now Crystallis.
He commits all his mana to getting on to Crystallis. He's not got quite enough to continue chasing him as Crystallis, he's out into the trees. Song will be used. Into the hammer. They got the combo to take these two down. Ace moves over the takedown Fishman. Mallory popping the BKB. Look at it was Tofu. Tofu hitting into him hard with the Death Ward as Tofu is going to get blown up by the Sanities, but Mallory will lose his life there for committing hard onto the Witch Doctor.
Amar got greedy. They had the Boundless on the Bloodseeker. He blinks and rebukes and then throws the spear. If he just throws the spear, that's a chain stun, and they maybe have a chance to just kill him. Instead, that all gets reset the complete opposite way. His greed punishes him, for sure. Have to just use the spear there to get the chain stun. As now a big push is happening, and there still is a black hole threat. Even though there's no Naga Song threat, that is still going to be a bit scary. They will hold the tower, but a comeback.
We're seeing this replay again, just how close they came to losing Crystallis as well. That would have been a really bad turn of events if that was the case. So at least able to make sure that the Monkey King doesn't go down. As we saw,
maybe they wouldn't have had the damage anyway if he did just insta-spear, but just he let the Bloodseeker get the BKB off, so gotta be a little more careful in those situations. That was when they had their lead. That's when they had like the 2,500 gold lead, a good 4K experience advantage. Now it's back down to 0 pretty much.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Smashers ready to hit him with the smoke. They've got the black hole from Rasmus. Ready to go in onto mid. Stormstormer immediately looking to commit. Maureen's going to try and buy some time with the Astral to protect their Lich's. Fishman will get the ult off. But many Eidolons to share the bounces. As the Chain Frost not able to do much at all.
Cask won't quite bounce. Rasmus will use the book to clear out the area of any wards, which there are actually like 0 wards for the side of Creepwave, unable to get much down. Crystallis trying to desperately find and finish this BKB so that they have a good fighting stance inside those straight team fights. He's close.
Without the BKB, Stormstormer just able to go from every single time.
Yeah, he just can pick and choose his targets, really, besides the OD. This Storm Spirit has a lot of freedom. Especially with this Aegis for about another minute. All grouped up. They still don't have the BKB. They're very close to 2 BKBs, actually. So the Mars and the Monkey King are getting pretty close to them. That would be pretty ideal for them to have a triple BKB team fight. Kick off in the next few moments. Smashers, though, taking the bottom tower. Still trying to control this high ground. And Gilger's Song is at the ready. Still only level 1 Song. So it still has that really long cooldown, but he's about to be 12. Marine, he showed himself.
Stormstormer, he's got the catch on him. BKB will come out from Maori. He's going to try and stand his ground and drop the Meteor Hammer down on the Storm, but the BKB's up for himself. He's going to look to TP out, but it's going to come to an end. If they got anything to cancel it, they don't. There's a little window there where his BKB finished, as TP hadn't, but Smasher's not having anything up there to put a stop to it.
Dire's middle tower is under
That was scary. He's got 45 seconds, though. No BKB. Tough for him to actually step on fight. But Aegis does get reclaimed.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And they are smoking out on them. Creepwave. And, they've got the Astral. They've managed to
Find him.
catch Stormer there. Storm went for a bit of a greedy TP. Ace is going to try and fight back, though. Even without his Storm Spirit, he's trying to hit into Malrine, but the shield is keeping Malrine safe, as he can't commit further. Gilga coming across, Song into the hammer. It's down onto the OD. He needs a little bit of extra damage there to bring down Malrine. They've taken down Fishman. He can keep the illusions onto Malrine, but Malrine's going to turn over towards Gilga as the backups here from Crystalis and Emma. They'll chase over towards the Naga Siren. Malrine keeping himself alive, holds back the Necro Book, as he'll be able to escape, as Gilga is causing a bit of a distraction now.
Making space, but will inevitably die as he runs into the base. He picks up his Blink Dagger so he doesn't lose too much gold, but will die in a nice hit from Creepwave with that arrow setting up on the Storm initially. And now that should be their BKBs, right? At least the one on the Monkey King. And actually, yeah, Mars. So 3 BKBs going to be finished into this Naga sleep. That's going to be really useful for them in this next fight.
Radiant are scanning.
And these BKBs are going to make it pretty impossible for Hellbear Smashers to kill them whilst they're up. They don't have an easy amount of physical to go through. Now, of course, with the Gleipnir build, it's all about, well, not all, but a large part of it down to the magic output.
The Black Hole will be like the most damage now. Like the Midnight Pulse and the Black Hole inside those BKBs will be the most damage, as it's triple BKB on both cores. So the team fights are going to get a little weird for sure, as you're going to see people probably just walk away with these just being golden. And maybe we see some more poking and prodding from these teams just to force the BKBs, like an Astral into an arrow, force the BKB, reset, then come back in to look for an opportunity. It's just going to be a lot of baiting. Because if a head-on engagement just straight kicks off, it's just, yeah, I think heroes are just going to walk away. Or it's going to be Hellbear Smashers getting a good Black Hole, which could be disastrous.
And they've nearly got the tools to do that. Oh, Rasmus goes out with the BKB, just a couple 100 gold, and he will have that blink. So the setup between him and Gilga's Naga Siren, it's certainly going to be there in these fights, as Creepwave are going to be having to be very careful with their positioning.
Ward and Sentry on high ground. They see all of Creepwave right now. Rasmus is sitting on the side. Stormstormer goes in.
Yeah, instantly tries to look for the quick kill onto Fishman, but an Astral's out to hold back the Stormstormer. They'll have the Gleipnir into the Blood Bright, takes out Fishman. Crystalis is trying to turn with the BKB, but as you say, Rasmus, he's got nothing else to offer now. He's got to be very careful as the hammer's out to the two of them, but again, Malrine, another Astral, keeping his squishier heroes protected. Alex tries to jump off the side, but Rasmus and Tofu, they're looking to chase him. Alex turns with the arrow. Alex still alive here. Over in the river, they couldn't quite reach over towards Crystalis as Gilga has to pop the song. He'll go for the TP out. He's not going to make it. Crystalis reaches in, takes him out with a Boundless Strike, and Rasmus, he's also going to go down. As Creepwave, a solid fight there. As it all just it happened too quickly for Hellbears, and what happened with the Black Hole Fog?
He absolutely whiffed everybody. He tried to catch the Monkey King on the side of it when he was running into his Wukong. He just missed. He literally just cast it on the right side of the fight, missed everybody, and then it's a disaster. They're all completely split up on the side of Hellbear Smashers, and they're the ones with the Ward and Sentry advantage. They saw the whole fight, and they just missed a lot of spells there.
Yeah, Creepwave just.
Creepwave?
I'm just doing an excellent job of the way that they sort of split up and make it very hard for Hellbear Smashers to actually commit to get a kill. I mean, Malrine with these Astrals, and then Crystalis just sort of taking them for a run all around the fight. So we'll see it start off again here.
Stormstormer burned like almost all of his mana too when he jumped in, and we're seeing here on the right side, the Black Hole just whiffs Crystalis. He just walks back in. He was maledicted too, so very likely that he just dies if he gets hit by that at all, as there's no way to cancel it. So big whiff there by Misery.
I mean, you're right. That was, honestly, when it happened in the actual fight, that was so far off I didn't even see it. You know, I was like, when you said it, I was like, wait, there was a Black Hole? Did it get cancelled immediately? I mean, it didn't. It wasn't there. It was It was miles away. I mean, I guess what Rasmus's intention to try and catch Crystalis before he sweeped over, but couldn't quite clip him.
I think he was just really scared of the Wukongs, like he was going to die, but he has BKB and it's a Maelstrom Wukong, so sure the damage will be there, but you won't just instantly die or anything like that. They also had picked up neutral items, I believe, right before that fight kicked off from their Ancients. Well, I think on the side of Hellbear Smashers, their neutral items were at base. Now we see Rasmus, he has a Quickening Charm, so he has better cooldown reduction for the next few moments of his hopefully not whiffed black holes for his team. He just has to be a little bit more confident. That's 2 times now that he's been a little hesitant and has messed up with those black holes.
And who is sort of the target for him? Who's he popping the BKB blink black hole and committing it on? Is it just this Monkey King that's the sort of the main damage output you're looking to control?
Mostly the Monkey King, yeah. Either one though, the OD or the Monkey King are decent targets. But I'd say, yeah, Crystalis, especially if they can get Maledicts off. Any of these targets that get Maledict, if they get BKB black hole, they're gonna die from that Maledict tick. So we'll see it again. Kicking off here.
I mean, yeah, they've got black hole ready to go. It's back. And with this smoke, looking to see if they can get some sort of setup around mid. There's full Scardy now done on Crystalis. Get the Rupture down onto Alex.
With the Rupture.
This might start with a pretty dead Mirana. We're going to see Stormstormer try and poke a reaction out of Hammer. The song's in play from Gilga. They're looking for a target. Who do they want to make the jump on? They'll kill off Alex. Hammer out to Fishman from the side as Ace is going to wait underneath, and there's the black hole. It's going to be able to lock down the 2 of them. It comes out after the Astral's already been used, so there's no further way to protect the teammates as Crystalis is falling low. He's put the BKB, but he will go down. They get the Monkey King. Amar might be able to come in with the cleanup, though, as they've lost 3 on Hellbear Smashers. They're going to lose Rasmus here as well, as Amar gets the double kill. I mean, the black hole, they get what they wanted to catch. It didn't matter, though. The cleanup's still there for Creepwave. I mean, they're at a lead now that, you know, you may have caught the Monkey King, but the 2 other cores, they kind of hurt. And especially Yama just crunching through everyone here. Yeah, with the damage that he has to offer with that Ghost Rebuke and a whole lot of money. I mean, the Bash is straight up done. I mean, he's close to even having money to finish off the Abyssal. He's level 24. Look at his level.
3 levels from that fight.
Yeah.
With this Orb of Destruction, he actually was doing a crazy amount of damage. He got ignored. He was able to get absolutely everything off there, and it was just the Midnight Pulse that was ticking on them at the end there. This OD and Mars with good positioning. Maybe a little bit too much focus from Smashers to catch the 2 supports, as I saw them put a lot of attention on the Lich and the Moran at the start, and then just full committing on the Monkey King. These 2 just got everything off. 5k gold lead now, and a big experience swing. 15,000 experience now for Creepwave advantage. Feeling a little bit of damage issues on the Smasher side. These BKBs are a problem. I'm seeing now Ace is queuing up the Shard, which will be really nice for him to have this percent based and pure damage. And it really feels like they need it. That damage just felt really lackluster after the black hole was done.
Gilga. He might get a bit of a rude awakening if they come searching in the pit. They're actually going to step right past it as they're looking to make moves over towards Tofu's. Tofu's down.
Holy.
And, ooh, not quite able to catch Gilga there. Quick reaction with the blink. Malrine is trying to chase, though.
But they're starting the Roshan. They kill it really fast. Amar and
Gilga
are just going to be able to just 2-man this.
Oh, they found him. He was trying to find his way out of here, but they've got him. Astral into the arrow, Gilga down, and as you say, no trouble taking out Roche with these 2 heroes whatsoever, as they do so much damage between the 2 of them, and they can tank it for forever. Aegis and Cheese picked up.
And as you had mentioned before, you know, these Abyssals, double Abyssal is going to be coming online soon. This BKB Black Hole is not going to be nearly as threatening when they just have easy ways to be able to stop it. This game is starting to get pretty hard for the Smashers.
Rasmus. Whoa. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
He knew he was there. I mean, how did he get the vision? Was it during the leap, do you think? There was he passed by at an angle?
Yeah, must have been.
Oh, wow. I mean, he's dead for 55. He doesn't have buyback here, Rasmus. He's not going to be around for this defense.
And Christmas 3 setting up the push. He's getting those Wukongs set up. As,
Stormstormer! He's been lowest!
He's dead!
Oh, he's straight and he gets tripped up by the Lotus! Oh my God. I mean, that's the mid-racks at least. That little Lotus play there from Alex. Stormstormer was not ready for
They're
it.
going tier 4s.
I mean, they know.
No buybacks.
Stormstormer's not got a buyback, neither is Rasmus. It's going to be up to the three of them. They do have a song, so may be able to buy time until Rasmus is back up.
Middle tower is falling.
I said that though, Gilga, he's outside of the base. He's going to have to get over it. They're losing the tier 4s. The
The
Ancient's
throne is gonna
exposed.
die. This is through back door. They're gonna have the song to delay it. But the monkeys keep spawning.
I'll see what they've got here. Hammer, down on the two of them. They're going to have Black Hole up in a second. It's got to be a big black hole from Rasmus.
Gotta
He's
be a huge
struggled to
one.
find it as he's dead. He's actually just dead. As that probably will be that. As Rasmus out for a minute, Amar just breaks down Tofu. They're giving a little bit of respect to Ace, as some of them are rather low.
In the base though.
As Ace, he's running around. He's got no BKB, no Gleipnir ready to use. They're both on cooldown. He's going to turn with the Blood Bright, but Chrysalis is just ending the game. As game 2, there we have it, goes